Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Forex with a free US dollar index Elliott Wave analysis for you for the New York trading session ended Tuesday the 4th of January. Before I jump into the daily chart, I'm going to have a quick look at an historical chart. This is my main wave count. I have a couple of alternates. If you want to see an outline of those, look on the last video. This main wave count expects that the dollar is in a C wave to the upside. We've had a first wave at primary degree, an expanded flat correction for a primary 2, and now within primary 3 a first wave and a very deep second wave correction. We should be expecting to see a third wave to the upside, which must take price above the high for primary 1, which is at 88.708. So that will confirm this wave count with movement above that point, and it'll invalidate a couple of alternate possibilities I have as well. So within this intermediate third wave, from this point down here on a daily chart, that's this point down here, we're expecting wave 3 black must unfold as a simple impulse, and I expect we've had an end to wave 1 within it. And we're working today on the very end, the last little piece down of wave C, of wave 2 correction, which itself is a zigzag, with an A, an expanded flat for B, and a C to the downside. Further downwards movement we expect at least a little, but it can't move beyond the start of 1, so shouldn't move below 75.631. When that's over, the next move I expect for the dollar should be a pretty strong third wave of a third wave to the upside, and as I said before, price movement above 88.708 will confirm this main wave count for me, and I expect wave 3 black to reach a target of 99.16, and that's where it will reach 1.618, the length of wave 1 black. Taking you now to an hourly chart, we were going to look at the last piece of this C wave to see if it's over from about this point here, which is about this point here. Within this wave C, it's unfolding most likely as a simple impulse. We have a 1, a zigzag for 2, a 3, and it looks like with this sideways movement we may be seeing fourth wave triangle unfold with a 3-wave structure for A, probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave structure for A, most easily seen as a 5 there, a pretty clear 3 for a B. When I look at this piece of movement on a 15-minute chart, it has a pretty strong 3-wave look, so I'd be happier counting that as a 3. And 4 of the 5 subwaves of a triangle have to unfold as zigzags or triangles in the case of wave E. If we see this first wave, wave A, as a 5, then each subsequent wave must be corrective, a zigzag, or for E, a triangle. So we should be expecting a zigzag to the downside today, a corrective wave count to the downside for wave D, which cannot move beyond the end of B, so the structure is invalidated with movement below 78.892. When that's over, another zigzag or possibly a triangle to the upside for wave E, which is likely to either undershoot or possibly overshoot this AC trend line. E can't move beyond the end of C, so at that stage we won't be expecting price above 79.51 if that's where C has indeed stayed by that stage. In the short term, if we see upwards movement above 79.527, then that will invalidate this triangle, because any further upwards extension of wave C orange cannot move beyond the end of A. If we see that, then I expect that wave 4 would then be unfolding as a simple zigzag, but then this invalidation point should still hold. Wave 4 can't move into wave 1 price territory, so we shouldn't see price move above 79.596. To the downside, if during this D wave price moves below the end of B, then I expect that wave 4 could possibly have been over here with an A, B, C, and C slightly truncated. I have a bit of a problem with that because it requires us to see this piece of upwards movement, if it doesn't extend any higher, as a 5-wave structure. And so far, if it doesn't extend any higher, it has a pretty strong look as a 3 on a 15-minute chart. So I expect that this downside invalidation point is fairly likely to hold as well. If price remains below this and above this and the triangle structure completes and it's a satisfactory 5 waves with all the subdivisions correct, then we have a very high probability of what's going to happen next. We can be fairly confident that when the triangle's over, price will shoot out quite strongly to the downside and is fairly likely to reach down to this target at 78.451, where C pink will reach equality with wave A pink. So that's all from me with your free US dollar index analysis for today, and I hope that everyone else is having a fabulous day.